Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline, the first Monday of every month at Hollywood Lanes. Jeffrey Parks, the owner. Look at what he set up for us. What a beautiful venue. Lindsay Marie has been popping popcorn all day, making tacos and chips. Plus they got bowling here. Great bowling. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. My co-host is Smoking Jim Frazier. We got a lot of sports to talk about. We got a full house of guests from all walks of life, so wait till you hear who comes up on our show. Now, our first segment, well, first I got to thank Bethel Park for letting us broadcast on Verizon 32 everywhere in the Pittsburgh area, from Nemacolin to Cranberry and Wexford. Now, a lot of people have Comcast, even in Bethel Park, so they can watch it on Comcast 7. If you call me up and you're going to be around Wednesday night, I'll have you sit on the deck with me out in the cold drinking green tea. But you can only watch us on Comcast 7 in Bethel Park. If not, you got to like Pittsburgh Sportsline. I post all of our shows on our Pittsburgh Sportsline page. We hit a brand new high, Jim Auger, of 5,225 likes. Now, if you have a smartphone and you haven't liked us, you can like us tonight. So we'll see if that grows. Now, we start our first segment out. It's called What's on Your Mind? And I asked Smoking Jim that, and I talk about it. And we're sponsored by Skeets Lewandowski of Skeets Service Station. If you have any type of vehicle that runs on gas, lawnmowers, golf carts, snowmobiles, whatever it is, he can work on it. So give him a call out in Finleyville. Check out Skeets Lewandowski. When you watch us on the show, you'll see it come up in the graphics. So thanks again, Skeets, for sponsoring What's on Your Mind. Smoking Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
hey, I got a green straw.
You got to see Levine.
Keep it, I don't want it.
Hey, big hand for national and international model. She is the current Miss Allegheny County, America. And this summer, she's going for the Miss Pennsylvania crown. Sindell Taylor in the house. I started playing football when I was 4 years old. My first football coach is here. He's in the Slippery Rock Hall of Fame. He's in the Penn Hills Hall of Fame, and they retired his number 79 jersey. Big hand for Bill Neal in the house. A lot of people know this, but on Friday I had lunch with the great Terry Bradshaw. But there's no man on this earth that I respect more than the owner of Hollywood Bowl, Jeff Parks.
It's Hollywood Lanes.
Hollywood Lanes.
Thank you.
And I tell you what, I hope everybody comes out next month to see Jeff get honored at the 42nd annual Willie Stargell MVP banquet. Jeff don't care if you're black or white or you're candy stripe. He treats you like an MVP. All kids of all ages get treated like an MVP at Hollywood Lanes. And there's never been, and there will never be, anybody getting bullied at the Hollywood Lanes. Listen, what good is a warrior without a war? What good is a warrior without a war? Golden State Warriors got a babyface assassin named Steph Curry. And I tell you what, Golden State won the NBA championship last year. They're going to win the NBA championship this year. And they're going to three-peat next year because dynamite comes in small packages. I said last year that Golden State was the greatest team in NBA history. This year, Golden State finished a home record of 40 wins and 1 loss. And in the word of MC Hammer, Magic Johnson and LA Lakers, you can't touch that. Golden State is the first basketball team in NBA history to have made over 1,000 three-point shots. Larry Bird and Boston Celtics, you can't touch that. Golden State finished the season with a 73-9 record, the greatest record in NBA history. Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, you can't touch that. I tell you what, we can have a presidential debate, but we can't have an NBA debate because Golden State's the greatest, because Golden State made basketball great again. Spurs win the West. Spurs win the West.
Hey, Devin, give me a signal when Smoking Jim's done. Thank you. Smoking Jim, that was one of the greatest openings I never heard. And this is the basketball expert that is under the spotlight. You never see him as a basketball expert until he's on Pittsburgh Sportsline, and then he writes for the new Pittsburgh Courier. He never puts a name out of who those basketball experts are. I'm starting to figure out who it is. Now, I can't do the volume that he does, but I do have some fundraisers I like to bring up. One of the ones, Devin, I don't know if you can get a close-up on this. I end each show with Stay Joey Strong because of this 8-year-old who didn't make it to his 9th birthday because of DIPG. It's a brain cancer that's horrific. If you want to donate, donate $1, donate 50 cents, anything you can to try to find out what causes DIPG. Last year, the Fabus family collected money. It wasn't even the first-year anniversary of Joey passing away, yet they collected over $60-some thousand and gave a check to the doctor trying to find out about DIPG. And they're actually here. I thank Frank Fabus on the camera, the uncle of Joey, David Fabus, the dad's here. And I just wanted to bring that out. Now, Devin, I need your help again. In Bethel Park, we're a public access TV station. We have a Bethel Park Community Foundation, and you know I got to promote something. So any flyers you have, I'd promote it in this little segment. This is the Designer Bag Bingo on May 6th. $25 for a ticket. I have a flyer here with all these designer bags and purses, hundreds of dollars. Dooney and Burke, Coach, Fossil, Braham, MK. I can't even pronounce them all. It's $25 a person. You get 10 game bingo packets. You get a door prize ticket. There's all kind of good food there, 50-50s. Last year, I think there was over $1,200 in the winning ticket for 50-50. So May 6th, mark your calendars. You know what? I got to talk sports right now. What's on my mind? Look at that P on the screen. Smoking Jim's a known gambler. I want to bet you on the outcome of this game right now. I'll bet you your house. You lost 5 last year in the NFL. I'll bet you today, right now, that the score on that game is 4-1 at the end. Let's go, Bucks. They're in first place. We got a lot of guests. I'm not going to talk anymore, but I think I'll win a house after this game. Check out that baseball game. This next guest, I first saw him in a video that was going viral. He was bullied in Penn Hills. His name's Isaiah. He's going to be our guest, but before I bring him up, I wanted to tell you that I met him last week at a violent MMA night of fights. Well, not only is it not so violent, they brought him into the cage and honored him, so he's never bullied again. I was there, Smoking Jim and I, and 1,000 people witnessed it. They gave him a championship belt. You have to see that when we do another activity Sunday here at the Hollywood Lanes. He'll bring the belt. I'll get some photos of it, I guarantee it. But Isaiah, will you come up now and be a guest? Champ, welcome to our show. Tell them your name. I just gave Isaiah, but I know you got a last name.
I'm Isaiah Wooding, in case you guys haven't know, in case you guys don't know.
They know. We'll explain that. I'll ask the questions. I'm not bullying you. I'm here to help. I need to know if you like sports.
I enjoy sports.
Have you played sports?
No.
But you go to sports.
I watch it on TV.
Tell me your favorite sport.
Out of all of it.
Pick one.
Baseball. I'm a
right.
big Pittsburgh Pirates fan.
I have to do a disclaimer. Smoking Jim is not a baseball fan. He's a known liar about it. I don't call people liars, but I have 4.5 years of him lying about baseball. I won't even tell you the story how he said Babe Ruth is watching over the Pirates. Babe Ruth never played for the Pirates. All right, so you like baseball.
Yes.
Do you ever go to any Pirate games?
That's my dream. That's my dream.
Well, you know what? We're going to try to make it happen on Sunday. We're going to have Jeffrey Park come up for 1 second to tell us about that while we got you here.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Listen to this.
I can't even tell you how excited I am right now. I'm only trying to hold it
Hand
together.
him the mic, and then if you start crying, give me a napkin here. Because I'm ready.
All smiles and happiness
Here, I'm ready. You can cry anytime because you're a champ.
Oh, man. Oh, always so good to have you guys.
Thank you for
It's
hosting this.
My favorite Monday, my favorite day of the month, every first Monday of the month.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, what's this
Is
about?
this kid unbelievable?
He is amazing.
He's a natural. He's just...
Look at him. He's
Isaiah,
on TV.
You
This show-
really just don't even know. You're unbelievable, man. You are. Amazing.
What are you doing with an event or anything? What do you have
Next
happening?
Sunday, my friend Isaiah, all of his family and friends, we're going to have a big party here at the Lanes, and we're going to call it Bull Against Bullying. And if anybody out there is watching, why would anybody bully somebody, especially when it's such a nice, sweet person? Like, let's all love each other. It doesn't make any
Here,
sense
why
to me.
can't
It
we all
doesn't make
get
any
along?
sense.
How about why can't we get
Absolutely.
along?
Absolutely.
Like we are. You're the best.
You're all right. You got a lot of friends here, man. I'll tell you that much.
And I just wanted to have you up here so you could hear that. This will be on YouTube. This will be on TV starting on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock to 8. You can see it on Verizon 32 throughout the whole area.
So next Sunday, that's at 3 o'clock, we're going to get everybody together here, and I think that there's going to be a lot of surprises and some really good people here, and we're all going to celebrate together and love each other and have a lot of fun.
Right.
This kid's amazing, man.
No more
His smile
bullying. Don't you even worry. Look at the friends you have here. What bully's going to come around here?
when he comes in here, and all these people that are here, just every single person that you meet, it's just he's got a smile on his face. Why would anybody mess with this kid?
Here's what I feel.
I
They have
can't believe it. I
problems.
don't understand.
That's their problem. What we're trying to do is stop that so we can all get along like this. I'm honored to have you on my show.
Honored. We're so honored to have you.
And I hope you're not nervous now. Was I right?
Yes.
My man.
I think he might have a future in TV, Al.
Yes. And I'll give him the mic. You can hog that mic. Any last words you want to say to anybody? You want to say hi to anybody or reach out to somebody? Go ahead.
I just want to say thank you to all my family and all the ones that supported me all the way. And one last thing, God is good.
Thank you. Coach, welcome to the show. I'll give you your own mic. Tell them your name.
I'm Shauna Burke from Bethel Park High School.
And what team do you coach?
Bethel Park Lady Hawk girls basketball team.
I've been negotiating to get them on here for a year. Somehow they were busy playing basketball and practicing, and then they were winning games.
Exactly, we've been way too busy.
And we like
Not
that.
really.
Aw, come on. I'm promoting the good.
Thank you.
And they go to school, Smoking Jim at Bethel Park. They do not believe in homeschooling, and they're going to leave right after this interview because they got homework to do, and plus they have to watch a basketball game. Oh, did I say that out loud? Okay, sorry. Okay, it's true. Now, we need to know a little bit about you because I've been reading papers. You know, I read a lot. Then people post stuff on Facebook. I never know if it's real. I keep seeing this legend in front of your name. I see it from Pitt, Butler, grade school, wherever it is. So, what were you, 5'8" in third grade?
Maybe.
Smoking Jim, we're going to have you investigate. He taught me that you need two sources. to prove the veracity of your statements. Well, with him, I need 17. With you, I trust your first statement.
Thank you.
That was maybe.
Yeah, thanks.
When did you start playing basketball?
I probably started playing basketball in 6th grade.
And why?
Well, because I was tall. That's why I started playing. I started playing rec basketball, then I just got into school basketball. And
Anybody in your family play basketball?
not really, no. There are a lot of tall people in my family, but nobody really played basketball.
So you're the first. You're
I
the
guess.
pioneer.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
And then, did you practice a lot to get better, or did you just go out there because you were tall?
Well, eventually I practiced a lot to get better. In middle school and into high school, I realized that I liked it and I could be decent at it, so I enjoyed practicing a lot.
And tell them where you went to high school.
I went to high school at Bethel Park
Okay,
and continued to play at the University of Pittsburgh.
that's awesome. And did you play all 4 years?
Yeah, all 4 years.
You started?
Yes.
Now, I was reading about some records there. You're like in the top 10 on a lot of records. Now, like most people, they don't want to talk about their records, but you've been honored for it. So tell me a few of your records on air for the record here.
For the record, truthfully, I'm not sure exactly of the numbers. Maybe I'm 7th on the scoring list, and there's a few other rebounds, steals, top 10, stuff
Well,
like
I was just looking for the general top 10.
Okay.
I didn't want to be specific
Okay.
because I know you're not worried about it. What you did then, you're proud of it, and you did well.
that. Sure, yeah. Seems
that
like a
means-
whole other lifetime ago, to be honest.
Well, I feel like I've only lived 42 lifetimes, so. And I'm honored to have you on the show.
Thank you. We're so happy to be here.
Oh, I appreciate it. Now, we got these players back here. I know they handle the pressure on the court because I've seen a few of their games. But I'm a little bit worried on Pittsburgh Sportsline right now. Can you hand the mic to the first lady behind you?
Absolutely.
You're getting your first talking machine interview. I try to be serious, but it doesn't always work out that way. Could you please tell me your name?
Becca Rodriguez.
Thank you for saying that. We got both names in. I'm proud for the good start. How long have you played basketball?
Since 2nd grade.
2nd grade, coach. Wow, that's awesome. And have you always lived in Bethel?
No, I lived in West Mifflin and moved here in 3rd grade.
Oh, good. Once they saw that you were a basketball player, I like it. That shows. He'll tell you about Gateway, but we don't want to digress with that. And what position do you play?
A guard.
Do you like to shoot?
Yeah.
What's your scoring average? Make one up right now. Do you score more than 4 points a game?
Sometimes.
Okay. I'm an optimist. I like that. And what was the record this year of your team?
18-7.
That's pretty good. What do you do in school? What classes do you like? What's your favorite?
I like chemistry.
Chemistry.
Sometimes.
Nice. Smoking Jim doesn't even know what that is. Sorry, we have to have that. And what grade are you in?
11th.
11th grade. Do you plan on playing basketball in college?
No.
No. You have one more year and you're done.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Finish it out with a bang.
I will.
No doubt. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
And pass that mic over. You want to step up just a little bit? Can you please tell me your name?
Cameron Lack,
Thank you. And how long have you played basketball?
since 2nd grade.
Oh man, there's a trend here. Don't tell me you're a center.
I wish. Coach should probably put me there though. I'm pretty big.
Well, I have 3 sisters that are all 5 foot tall.
I'm 5'3", so
You look taller, I know. Definitely. And what position?
point guard or two
Point guard. Nice. And let's see, how do you do in school? Do you like school at all?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
And what year are you in school?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore, oh, you got some time then. Definitely, you may grow a couple inches.
I hope so.
What do you think of this next year?
We we should do pretty well. We have a closer team bond, so we should excel.
Well, you guys did pretty well last year. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the interview. Pass that mic on.
Thank you.
All right. I may not look at you because I got to talk into this mic. I don't know if we should. Nobody gave me any guidance. Why don't you step over since we got no guidance? I'll keep it simple. Please tell me your name.
Justina Mascaro.
The living
Thank you.
legend.
That's why he's here. What position?
Forward.
I saw you under the boards in a couple games, and you really get those rebounds. I like your style.
Thank you.
Did it take a lot of hard work?
Yes.
What about those elbows? I see those elbows up a little bit.
They earned it.
I like that. What grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior also? What do you think the team's going to do? Your team?
Next year,
Yes.
we'll be good.
All right. Well, that seems like the thing. You must have brainwashed them. They all say the same thing.
I think they're trying to say as little as possible.
Are they really? Well, you know, people watch us from all over, so I hope you play some of these teams. So I appreciate your being strategic. Do you like school at all? Do you have a favorite class?
I like school. I like math and physics.
Smoking Jim, we got a couple ladies that they don't want homeschool. They want to go on to college, right?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go to school?
I don't know. I want to play basketball in college, so
Do you?
yeah.
Well, you'll see what offers come in. Well, good luck to you in this next year.
Thank you.
I wish you well, and thanks for being so discreet. Pass that mic and step up over here. What's my first question?
My name's Maria.
See how easy it is?
Yeah.
And then the second question, do you have a last name?
Zero.
All right, I knew that. I also got all the information that Coach sent me, but I'd rather play dumb and have you talk. What position do you play?
Point guard and two guard.
Nice. So we got some competition here.
Maybe.
Maybe. I like how discreet it is. All right, in school, what's your favorite subject?
Science.
Science. What are you going to be when you become a scientist?
Oh, I don't know.
You just took it. What grade are you in?
I'm a freshman.
Ah, no wonder. I shouldn't have even asked you that. Well, what do you think the team's going to do? Because I'm trying to see who's going to break.
I think we're going to be pretty good next year. We, like what Cam said, we have a closer bond, so.
And you've just been on the team for your
Yeah.
first time, right? That's great. And you guys are that close? That's how you do it. Smoking Jim will tell you about Taylor Alderdice. 4 years together with their players. Their coach just won Coach of the Year. They've been on our show. And I just wanted to add something to you ladies so you don't have to fear the interview. We have what's called good karma here. When you're on our show, say you never won, you'd be a winner. If you've already won, you'll win a championship. So that's why we're happy to have you on here. And I'm proud to say that. We got the results, just check it out. So pass that mic on now.
Hello.
Hello. I forgot what question I would ask you since you're the best for last, right?
Save the best for last.
Yeah. Okay. I better ask your name then.
My name's Ashley Spence.
Thank you, Ashley. What position?
Forward.
Oh, you're another one of those rebounders. And I thought I saw you shooting too.
Yeah, I try.
Okay. I noticed. I saw about 4 games, so I did notice that stuff with you ladies there. So I appreciate it. You know, I asked what grade you're in.
I'm a sophomore, 10th grade.
Nice. A lot of potential there.
Yes.
And what's your favorite subject in school? Do you have one?
History.
That's my favorite, so you can come back anytime without the rest of the team.
That's what I was telling them.
I like that. And the last question is the hardest one because I've asked everybody and I'm looking for an answer. What do you think next year is going to be like for you guys?
Obviously good. You gotta believe in yourself, and like Coach Burke says, we're all we got. So.
I like that. On that happy note, anything else you want to say, Coach?
Well, we really appreciate the opportunity to come today and to talk here and for you to take the time out and recognize these girls for the hard work that they put in year in, year out.
Anybody that's successful puts in hard work. And that's why I like to honor all of you. Even though I know you might be a little nervous, you all did very well. And the best for last was the best for last. It just worked out that way. And I appreciate it, ladies. Lady Hawks, go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Thank you.
Very honored to have somebody come up. She is the senior vice president of an outstanding organization called Achieving Greatness, Inc. Big hand for Brandy Lippard.
Brandy, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Here's your mic.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate
Hello,
it.
Jim.
Hey, sweetie.
What do you have here?
So I am here on behalf of Achieving Greatness to tell a little bit about our event, proudly presenting the 15th Annual Pittsburgh and Allegheny County Public Service Awards. In that, we are honoring our local heroes who protect and serve. And that will take place on Monday, April the 11th, 2016, at the fabulous Savoy Restaurant in the Strip District. And that will take place between 6 and 9 p.m. with a $20 donation. And that is pretty much honoring all of our public service people. Pretty much after 9/11, we wanted to honor our Pittsburgh's finest that do a lot of public service and protect our community while we're sleeping and give us our freedom. And we like to honor them by thanking them, by giving them these awards.
That is awesome. Fantastic stuff you've done for years, and then this event. Just amazing.
Absolutely. So in conjunction with the Office of the County Executive and the Office of the Mayor of City of Pittsburgh, we are also, this event is co-sponsored by UPMC, Highmark, United Steelworkers of America. And I would like to recognize a gentleman that is one of our honorees for that night of event. His name is Michael Gay, Sr. He's one of our honorees. Please give him a round of applause.
All right, Coach.
We'll have him up in a few minutes.
We'll have him up in
Now.
a few minutes,
Yeah.
but I wanted to give him a shout out because this guy,
Well, you should. It ties in with what
it
you're
ties
doing.
in with what he does. He's absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
He has given 22 years of service. He's married to his beautiful wife, Cheryl. Give her a round of applause. She's over here. He is also a youth football coach, and he also coaches 2 adult softball teams. How about that?
That's a lot of work. Plus, he has a full-time job,
Full-time,
right?
yes, full-time police officer still for the city of Pittsburgh. So all of this basically is a effort to benefit not only our community, but Achieving Greatness also benefits when we use this to, benefit our
Well,
state
it's a
summer
positive-
programs.
it's
It's
a positive
positive all
influence.
across the board
Yes.
for the community. So please, anybody in the audience, feel free to come down on not
Hold
March,
it. How do
April.
they contact you?
They're going to
find out?
contact this number, 412-628-4856 for more information.
Can you repeat that? Because I'm getting old and smoking Jim yells in my ear. Please.
I'm sorry
This
for
is
that.
good ear.
This is the good ear. It's 412-628-4856.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you and all the good things you're
We
doing.
appreciate
and
you
Is that
too.
Bill Neal out there?
Bill Neal, our CEO, please give him a round of applause of
You
Achieving
can't
Greatness.
forget the legendary
You can't-
Bill Neal.
No, not the legend.
Definitely. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Hi, everybody. Al Levine, the Talking Machine here. Guess what time it is? It's time for the 2nd annual Designer Bag Bingo. Join us Friday, May 6th at the Bethel Park Community Center. Doors open at 6:30 p.m.
Tickets are $25 each and are available at the Bethel Park Public Library
and at EV True Value Hardware.
Proceeds from the Designer Bag Bingo benefit the Bethel Park Volunteer Scholarship Fund, administered through the Bethel Park Community Foundation. The bags are on display at the Bethel Park Public Library if you'd like to get a peek at them before the event.
For more information, call
831-3304.
Join us May 6th for the second annual Designer Bag Bingo.
All I wanted was just one book.
I've shown an interest in making home movies. Me and some buddies would just grab a camera and you just start making these videos, and then you realize at some point that this isn't just a hobby anymore, it's something that you actually want to pursue, and there's this great facility right down the road, BPTV. A lot of people will try to do these productions on their own, and one of the things they don't have is the equipment, you know, but right here is everything that you need in one nice little bundle. There's lights, cameras, reflectors, dollies, all kinds of little knickknacks, like anything that you'd want to use that you would need for a production, you have it right here, like it's all right here. You can make your own feature movie just with the stuff from this studio. Come meet Dave Cable, let him show you around, and I think you'll realize that this is something that you could fall into regardless of your level of expertise, whether you're a beginner or even if you're a more advanced learner. There's something here for everyone, and I feel that you just need to come through and just be a part of the experience and just watch and learn, and you know, let Dave be your guide.
All right, Coach. Welcome to the show. Here's your mic.
Thank you.
Is it on? Check.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good? All right. He's good?
It's good.
Yeah. Check. We're good. We're videoing. This is live TV now, Coach.
It's all good for me.
All right. I don't even know what to call you. Officer, Coach.
Mike is fine. That's easy.
I like Mike. Oh, they should make a movie with that.
Yeah, I think they already made that movie.
So much for brainstorming. All right. Tell them your name officially.
My name is Michael Gay Sr.
Okay. And did you play sports?
I played a little football at high school.
I've heard that. What high school?
Peabody High School, class of
Peabody.
87.
Wow. That's
My wife went to Westinghouse, that's why she's booing.
I understand, the big house. Right?
Nobody cares about Shenley.
Hey, I don't know. I had family and friends who went to Shenley in 5th.
My mother graduated from Shenley.
Yeah. You know, I was born in the Hill District, 105 Pride Street, underneath Mercy Hospital. They all know the routine, but I told you that.
Yes.
So you know where I'm from.
Exactly.
And that home's gone.
Yeah, that's gone now.
That neighborhood. So tell me about, you played. Did you go to college?
I went to college for a brief moment.
Okay.
And then, you know, I went down to Waynesburg, left Waynesburg after a year and a half.
You wanted to get out of the house and you traveled far and then you wanted to come back.
No, not really. But, you know, it was far enough away. But, you know, had to come home. You wasn't trying to put my mom in a bind financially. So I came home and I started working.
Did you? And what'd you start working at?
Wherever I could find a job at that time, whether it was Taco Bell, Constantine, Pontiac, eventually landed at Shadyside Hospital, you know, cleaning the operating rooms until I got the job to be a Pittsburgh police officer.
Well, I just want to tell you, I'm honored to have a Pittsburgh police officer here working in the city for how many years?
I'm in my 23rd year now. I've completed 22 years of service.
That is amazing. Tell them what area you work in.
Currently, I'm working in the Zone 5 section of the city of Pittsburgh, which is the East End, which encompasses 13 neighborhoods from Bloomfield all the way out to East Hills.
Wow. I know. I'll pray for you because every day the job that you're in, it's rare that a sportscaster or announcer gets shot, except for some of the things we say. But you have to deal with that almost every day, that fear of that.
Yes, when you leave home in the morning, you know what I mean, you really don't know what the day entails. You just go out and hope that you can make an impact on somebody's life, and at the end of the day, you can come home to your family. But as we all know, nothing is guaranteed. So, but this is a thankless job. This is a job that was chosen. To me, I think it was a calling for me, especially the current position that I'm in now.
What position are you in?
Right now, I'm a community resource officer.
You seem like a perfect guy for that type of job. With your personality.
Well, at first, when I first got the opportunity, our former chief, Nate Harbor, had told me this is what he wanted me to do. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not a...
You know, I'm friends, not to drop names, but I'm friends with Nate Harper.
So am I. He's good. He's a good guy.
He's related to a good friend of mine that I work with.
Okay.
Kim Williams.
Okay.
I don't know if you know him, but they're cousins.
Okay. Yeah,
he's truly cousins.
You know more about black people than anybody I know, Al Levine, the talking machine.
You might know more than me. But
thank you.
He offered me this opportunity, and then at first I was a little leery, but his wife, who was also a crime prevention officer at the time, she said, "You'll love it. You're good for it," and the rest is history. Because I love it.
Just when I talked to you a couple minutes before the show, that's why I said you're perfect for it. You were dealing with me. Some people just let me talk. You actually added some input.
Communication is the key.
We went back and forth.
Absolutely.
And it worked out well for me.
Oh, it worked out well for me as well. I'm honored to be here.
Well, I'm glad you're on the show. Now, I heard him chanting something. You know, my one ear is dead because of how he yells.
Yeah.
What was he saying? Garfield something?
He was chanting Garfield Gators.
Okay, because I know he got Gateway Gators.
Yeah.
And they aren't doing that well with recruiting and stuff. They're dropping down in class.
They're having some issues right now, but the Garfield...
Let's forget about that.
Yeah.
Garfield Gators, what's going on with them?
Garfield Gators is a youth organization that was born in the mind of a friend of mine named Bob Jones and Anthony Walls, and they brought a bunch of us together who all went to high school and college together and said, let's make this dream a reality.
That's awesome.
Now, 22 years later, we've had a lot of championships. I've been fortunate enough to be a coach on the midget level, which is the 13 and 14-year-old level, and we're currently, right now, 16 out of 22 championships we've won.
Wow. Say that again, Coach.
16 out of 22 championships we've won in
what
our division.
What happened those other 6 years?
We lost. We lost a championship this last...
Smoking Jim,
this last
you
year.
are an honest man. I don't have to verify any of your statements.
We win as a team, we lose as a team. That's the way we go. Gators for life.
Yeah, but you know what? I could tell that you care about the kids. You have them work hard. To win championships, you don't just win them. You have to work hard at it.
Oh, absolutely, and it's more than just about winning and losing championships. It's about the lives we touch. Some of these kids don't have a parent, don't have a father figure. Some of them don't
even
have
both parents.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So just for us being able to impact their lives is what makes a big difference to us, and that's why we continue to do it. You know what I mean? So
that is awesome. How do they get a hold of you?
Basically, the easiest way to get a hold of me is at the Zone 5 police station. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? That could be a problem for some of the parents and kids that come on down.
Yeah, and that's why I do what I do as far as being a crime prevention officer, is because what it gives me the opportunity to do, being a crime prevention officer, I get to go to the schools, get to meet the kids, you know what I mean, get to meet them in the street, and they not only see me as an officer, but they also see me as a coach. So where I can try to bridge that.
I'm glad I pulled that out of you.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to do that. That's one thing. This is almost like magic in my hand.
I'm still sarcastic.
Absolutely. But I absolutely, I love it. I love impacting not just the lives of the kids that play for Garfield, but in any neighborhood. You know what I mean? If we can have a chance just to talk to them, you know what I mean, and let them know that somebody cares for them, sometimes even more than they care for themselves.
That's a great point. It's true.
Absolutely.
Look what goes on. Look what you see. Look at Isaiah we had here.
Yeah,
that's a perfect example about this stuff.
Yeah, I actually seen that on TV, and I was telling my wife when I seen it on the news, I was hurt. You know, that's something that, shouldn't be tolerated, shouldn't be accepted. It's something that shouldn't go on, not only in our schools, but in our streets.
Sure. Like I'm against bullying anywhere.
Absolutely.
It should not be out there. No matter what. Who cares? Why are you bullying anybody? Just because you've been invalidated or you got problems, now you're going to pick on somebody? That's not right.
Absolutely.
No, I'm glad you're on the same page with all of us. I appreciate it. And it's awesome what you're doing. What's it look like for the coming year? And the team, not Zone 5.
Oh, our team looking good. One thing about us, we say we don't rebuild, we just reload. right. You know what I mean? So we're always looking to move further than what we do. You know, we have to play a complete 40 minutes to complete a game. And last year at the championship, I give all credit to Wilkinsburg. They played 40 minutes. We only played 39. And that was the difference in the game. So
wow, only 39.
Yeah,
that's more than most teams do.
We let 1 minute of the game get away, and that cost us the championship. But we learn from that. We move on, and hey, figure the last 82 games were 80-2. So I think that's a good, that's a good record.
Coach, that's awesome.
You know what I mean? I love it. You know what I mean? Our staff, our organization, from top to bottom.
You want to mention any names that help you?
Yeah,
people that help you? Because I'm about dropping names.
Oh, I'll drop names. I mean, like I said, we have some of our head coaches. We have my brother is a coach of the twerp team, Melvin Gay. We have Ray Williams on the baby twerps. We have Henry Reed on the termites. Who are on a 22. They're on a current 22-0 streak. We have Bob Jones, who is the president and CEO of the Garfield Gators and the base organization, which is Brothers and Sisters Emerging up in Garfield. And then we have Anthony Walls, who is our head coach and has been our head coach for the last 22 years.
That's great. Hey, if you do any fundraising and you have any flyers, bring them on the show and talk about it. I'll help you if I can, if you don't mind. I'd like to do that.
Not at all. I'll definitely bring that forth and let it be known. You know, the second Saturday in July, we always have our Dorian Reed football camp.
Okay.
And if you're familiar with Dorian Reed, in January 28th of 1995, he was shot and killed at Wendy's on Baum Boulevard. Well, he was an outstanding high school athlete, had just won the city championship over Shinley in fall of 94, but he was also my cousin. You know what I mean? So we have our camp named after him.
Well, you know what? You better come back before that event. Maybe
it'll be my pleasure.
3-4 weeks ahead of time, because then this video is up on YouTube. This show will be up on Wednesday night, and then you can use whatever clip and what we're doing. I promote it all the time. I'll put what minute you come on. You can just have them look at that. If they don't want to look at the rest of the show, that's fine. But hey, we just got 2 more likes. 5,227 likes.
Works for me.
So you're welcome back, Coach.
I appreciate
Officer, anytime you want. Wear whatever hat you want. I like the Garfield Gator hat.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You guys have
good luck.
All right, thank you.
Hi guys, if I could just have your attention for just 1 minute. Today is National Advocacy Day for the American Heart Association, and my platform is heart health awareness at any age. This past year I was diagnosed with a mitral valve prolapse, and I'm 28 years old. My son, who you see sitting in the audience, was born with a heart murmur, and my father suffered from a heart attack and a stroke at the age of 56, and he is now paralyzed. So today, there are people representing at Harrisburg right now to advocate to allow every single school to make it mandatory that they teach every single student CPR. The #1 leading cause of death today is cardiac arrest. Over 70% of people in this very room will happen at home. And over 70% of Americans have no way to help. They feel helpless because they are not trained in CPR. So imagine the impact that that could create if every person in this room was trained in high school to learn how to perform CPR. Now I know what you guys are thinking. I don't want to touch anybody's mouth. That's the #1 cause, right? Well, now they have a device that literally costs $2 that hangs on your keychain, and you can open it up and place it over somebody's mouth so you can perform CPR protectively and effectively. If CPR is started within 4 minutes of cardiac arrest, you save somebody by 40%. If you follow it with DFib, which anybody can run an AED, my son can run it. It literally tells you what to do, when to do it. You increase their chance of being saved by 50%. I sit here and imagine now that because my father cannot walk anymore, he had to wheelchair me down the aisle. He is not able to play with my grandson. What could have happened if I was home that day and I was trained? These are the types of things that you guys need to think about. Heart disease will affect 1 out of every 3 people in this room, specifically women, and specifically African American women. So it's time to get serious about your heart health. I understand that we're busy, and especially women, no offense gentlemen, we are the hub of every single day center of the life. But you guys need to take care of you. Something as simple as laughing for 10 minutes a day is equivalent to 10 minutes of jogging. 30 minutes a day decreases your chance of having a heart attack every single day. So I really just wanted to take a second and thank you guys for coming out to this show. They are truly awesome.
Thank you, Sindel.
They help you guys with anything that you guys need. I promise you that. These guys have been the biggest supporters for me. They sponsor me. They have me on the show all of the time. And for anybody else out there that is listening that is having an event I'd be happy to come to, if it's in my county, you guys, that's what I'm here to do, is help raise awareness for every single event. So with that being said, let's bless our heart and take a minute additionally also for silence for the #1 killer in the world, and to end the day, I'm going Joey Strong. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it.
Great job. Great job. Thanks, Sindel, for the public announcement. Welcome to the show, guys. We saved the best for last. We saw you there. I didn't know if somebody else was coming. I saw 2. I heard 3 were coming, so I held out towards the end. I like that bow tie.
Thank you very much.
Please tell me your name.
My name is Brandon Lipford. I'm a sophomore at West Allegheny.
I think your mother was on.
Yeah, she was. But
definitely. She never tipped me off on that, and Smoking Jim doesn't tell me much. You see how it works?
Yeah. She does that a lot. She does it to me at home, too.
I understand. Now, what position do you play?
I play wide receiver and cornerback.
How fast are you?
Not fast enough.
Do you catch the ball?
Yes, I do.
More times than not?
Yes.
How many catches did you have last year?
I'm not sure.
Come on, man. I thought everybody checks those stats. On those games, everybody knows.
No,
You're not like that?
The ball was thrown to me.
I got you. How long did you play football? When did you start?
I started playing football actually when I was in 5th grade.
5th grade sounds good to me.
Yeah.
For who did you play for?
I played for Moon Tigers.
Did you? That sounds good. And what got you interested in football? Watching it and seeing other people, or what?
Well, actually, it kind of started when I was young, and it was like a passion, basically. My mom got me my first football when I was like 2, and haven't dropped it since.
I like that, except during a game I'm catching on.
No, not in a game.
I asked you that question. Come on, you must be too nervous. You waited this whole time. I asked if you caught any passes. You don't remember?
Whatever.
I said you drop any and just let it go. How old are you?
I am 17.
What grade are you in?
I am a sophomore. I'm going to be a junior next year.
That's great. Sounds good. And what's the team look like this year?
We're going to be good. It's going to be more team ball, but that's what we do.
No, I appreciate you having on. Anything you want to say hi to anybody, or?
I wanted to say thank you for my mom giving me the opportunity, and God, and everybody at home watching, and we are West A.
Nice. Will you pass that mic over? All right, we truly have the best guest for last. Tell me your name.
My name is Terrence Stevens.
You got to speak up a little bit.
My name is Terrence Stevens.
All right, Terrence. What position do you play?
I play running back.
When did you start playing football?
I started playing football when I was 7.
That's a nice age.
Oh, yeah.
How fast are you?
I don't know. You tell me that.
Okay. Well, I'll look in the newspapers when they tell me you're running past everybody, all right? And then they start throwing numbers out. I like your style. You guys are low-key, except for my man here. He'll tell me everything later on. You know he's an NFL scout.
Oh, for real?
And he's a Steelers scout.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's the guy to give some of those stats to. And what grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year, so I'll be graduating next year. Well, this year I'll be graduating.
Do you plan on going to college?
Oh yeah, I committed to Bowling Green State University.
Get on. Here you go, folks, on Pittsburgh Sportsline. Tell them again where you're going.
I committed to Bowling Green State University.
That's awesome. Congratulations. And good luck to you.
Thank you.
I knew I'd pull something out of him near the end here. I had to. He kept passing that mic. We got it out. And do you like school at all?
Yeah, I love school. I mean, education comes first.
You know what? I'm glad you're on air because Smoking Jim, what's your feeling? Nah, never mind. He talks about homeschooling. We're not going to even talk about it. That's great because you got to get the grades because you may be a great football player that didn't tell me anything about yourself, so I appreciate that. But you can't always play football. Not everybody makes it to the NFL.
Right.
But you got to be hopeful. You're going to college, so anything can happen.
Right.
You get bigger, stronger, and faster, and then you'll know your times.
Right.
So I understand that. Well, thanks to both of you for coming on from West A, and good luck to you in the season. You know you get some good karma from Pittsburgh Sportsline. It affects everybody. You think you were doing good before? You'll be doing better. I guarantee it. Thank you, guys. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Nice meeting you. This is a Pittsburgh Sportsline First at Hollywood Lanes. Both of the hosts are here.
The hostess with the mostest.
I understand. Now, Lindsay was counting how many times Jeff's been on, and I told her the last time she could come on, but she was so busy setting the table, putting food out, running around, taking care of people. She goes, "You didn't have me on the show." Then I saw her, "You're on the show." Now, I heard you played sports.
I did. I've played sports for the majority of my life.
When did you start?
I started dance when I was 8.
Okay, and what sports did you play?
I played softball, I played basketball, I've played flag football, I've played soccer, I ran cross country, I ran track.
You know what? We're going to have you on another
There's
show.
only 5 minutes left.
Keep going.
Well, I've done everything that I possibly could that I could get my hands on.
Really? So you're a sports nut like us.
I guess you could say so.
Well, we admit it. No doubt about it. Well, I'm glad you're on. Where did you grow up at?
I grew up right down Pioneer in Brookline.
Okay.
The first sport that I've played was softball for the...
Al, Jim, I wanted to say, I represent Dormont. She was raised out in Brookline.
I was waiting for some of that.
I didn't mean to cut you off, baby.
That's how we operate. You know, if I don't interrupt you, Jeffrey Park will. That's how Monday night is. We had a few more minutes here with wanting to find out more about you.
One more sport. I bowl.
When did you start bowling?
I want to say my 10th grade year in high school.
Okay, so 5 years ago you've been bowling. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand that. What's your average? Tell the truth.
If I bowl consistently, a 157. If I bowl just here and there, sporadically, I could probably average like a 127.
That's pretty good. I like that. We'll have to watch Smoking Jim if they get us to bowl. I haven't bowled in years. We'll have to do it now that we're at
You're here
Hollywood
every
Lanes.
Monday. You got to bowl a game.
I
get
know.
the gutter bumpers for you. We get the ramp, whatever you need.
I used to have
when it's
about
really bad, we have the bar.
I used to bowl regularly way back when, and I had about a 175 average at Noblestown Lanes.
Wow. Nice.
So, yeah. And I bowled at Princess Lanes a few times in a couples league way back when. But haven't done it for years.
Well, you're here every Monday. You have opportunity.
You got the spot.
I know, but one thing is you keep me talking this whole time. I don't know what it is. I don't get to break the bowl.
We're going to have to take the cameras over there and do a set on the lanes, and then you can bowl while you're talking.
You know what? I've thought about it, but I like your style. I knew we might come up with something. Put those bumper guards in. I'll bowl away. No, I'm kidding. I'd take it without the bumper guards. But if my man would bowl...
Do you bowl?
No.
Well, you got to start bowling.
Have you ever bowled, Smoking Jim?
I like to watch bowling. I like to watch other people bowl.
What if we get you a Steeler ball, Smoking Jim?
Hey, that sounds good.
He won't bowl.
Anything for you, Jeff.
He won't bowl that, man. No, we'll have some fun. You guys have some stuff coming up, you know, almost every night. Anything you want to put out that you do, not just, you know, next Sunday, but whatever you might have happening?
Mondays are awesome. Not only just when you guys are here, but we have a Monday. We always do a guest bartender. We do karaoke on Monday, and we got a great stage. You'll see tonight how fast we convert the stage into karaoke. And not even just like karaoke. We have karaoke with like famous Pittsburgh singers. Sherry Richards. Am I allowed to?
Wow. Sherry Richards.
Sherry Richards is in the house. We have all these musicians that come into our place. We're so lucky.
Sherry up. I know who she is.
Sherry.
Bring her up. We've got to promote this thing.
So
another friend of mine, Andre. You know Andre?
Which Andre?
Andre Weisbrod. Guy with the hat tonight.
Oh, yeah. Saxophone.
That's a friend of mine.
Yeah. Sherry knows just about every musician
she don't want to
in the town.
We'll put her on.
But all kind of musicians come in. We just did a Make-A-Wish concert last weekend. We raised some money. It was good.
Fundraising. I know
lots of fundraising.
Sherry Richards is. She went to KO.
She did go to KO, as a matter of fact.
I like KO.
You're on the
Sherry,
spot.
Welcome aboard. It's a pleasure. Nice seeing you. Jim Frazier.
Jim, nice to meet you.
Am I sitting down? Do I get to be in the...
We've got a minute and a half.
Minute and a
And
half.
she told me when she heard about my sports talk show, she goes, "That's nice, Al."
The big sports fan that I am.
Sports fan. Get this photo. Whoa, where'd Lindsay and Jeff go? Smile. I'm so glad you could make it to Pittsburgh Sports Line. I'm honored.
It's my pleasure. I've been meaning to come out for a long time, Al.
Have you?
You've been to my shows, and I'm so grateful for that. So it's good to come to your show for a change.
You know I like live music.
Absolutely.
All kinds of music, so it's an honor for you to be on my show, not being a true sports fan, because I have to tell it like it is. That's how I operate. But we don't just cover sports. We do a lot of things with fundraising, charities, and promote a lot of good people in the area. You're one of those good people with all the things you do.
Thank you. I try to be part of the community because we're all in this together.
And I appreciate what you do, but I got to close this show out.
Yes, go for it.
Thank you. We always close our show out. Thank you for everybody for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. I'm glad we could do this. And it's an honor to have all the guests we have from different communities too, including from Bethel Park, my hometown. It was great to have the Lady Hawks on. And we end our show with honoring Joey Fabus. We always say, stay Joey strong.
There you go. Joey. Yeah.